Hello, everyone. It's me, Kirsten, and this is the It's Giving Mystical podcast. And this is your podcast for the week of March 6th. Happy March. We're here. We've arrived in this very beautiful month. Where are we? Devil reversed. How did that feel last week? Like, where did you notice the tension and where did you notice the spots like, oh, wait, I can just shake this off. I don't have to carry this so heavily. I don't have to be bound by this. I'm freer in a way than I realized. It might have come up that there was some realization or sight for me and Hummingbird cruising through the weekend, no problem. We did an exercise that I'm known for loving, word deconstruction. I love word deconstruction. Took me off a cliff. Like, what brought me into a vein of fear and confusion from probably pre-verbal Kirsten, like really early childhood. And I just did not see that coming. It's so raw and it's so real and it's so your worldview that you don't even realize it's a choice, or you don't even realize it's a story, or you don't even realize it's a belief. So like that's my devil reversed. As much as that moment was like, wait, what? It was also like, wait, what? Oh my God, I don't have to play by those rules anymore. That's not real. That's a map I was given as a child. That's not real. And I never wanted to play by that. I've always been resisting that. And this was just permission to be like, yeah, you were right. That wasn't a fair rule. And you were right to reject it. You were right to not want to play on that map, play that game. But that's a kind of devil reverse. Like, I didn't even know I was bound in that way. And then I saw it. And then it's like, even the seeing, there's so much power in the witnessing. There's so much power in the saying what's true. There's so much power in just being like, oh, I see you. I see you now. You can't escape my vision. And now that I see you, like, it's the quantum physics of it. To be seen is to be transformed, is to be set in motion, is to be set into evolution. So I hope you had your own experience of that. I hope it left you feeling more energized. I hope it left you feeling more energized and more available to yourself and to life and to what's next. I pulled for us the Queen of Wands. Beautiful, beautiful welcome to March energy. Beautiful welcome to spring. The Queen of Fire. Feel that with the fireworks energy, like the Queen of Fire. This girl, she does not pull punches. She doesn't worry about what people think of her. One of my favorite things about the queens is how they sit on their thrones and what that reveals about them. Look at her. She's like facing you full on. Her feet are set. Her knees are wide. She has her staff. This is a fierce bitch in the best way. We love the Queen of Wands. Where does she get herself in trouble? She gets herself in trouble by not being willing to submit in any way, by not being willing to submit to the rules, by not playing nice, by not getting along. And that can be jarring to people around her. It can be frustrating. It's that saying, we only call a woman a bitch when she's not accommodating. It's not about her being mean or harsh or angry or any of the other things. It's about her not being accommodating. The Queen of Wands is the reminder to tap into this part of us, to take ownership of this part of us, the part of you that knows exactly what you want, that is very clear, that is fiery and passionate and sexual and creative and alive. I mean, the Queen of Wands, whether you like her or don't like her, she is living while she's alive. There's a beautiful Aries, Sagittarius, Leo energy to this Queen of Wands. Like, damn, man, I'm lucky I get to be here. I'm not going to miss a thing. The Queen of Wands in a weekly energy is an invitation back to you, but like back to you, wide awake, on fire, lit up, present. The Queen of Wands is not lost in a daydream. She's not concerned with the community per se, except that she's not going to let anyone sleep. Like this is the friend who's like, we're going to go out on Friday and we're going to go out to another place and we're going to hit another party. There's this intensity to her that you want to be aware of. But I don't know, I feel like in this moment in time, we could all use a little bit more of this, a little less of the heaviness that we've just traveled through, whether it's for the past year, whether it's for the past 5 or 6 years, whether it's for the past few months, this transition from 2025 to 2026. There's a weightiness to our experience, a heaviness to our experience, especially these like last few weeks of February. You could really feel it. I keep coming back to that 10 of Wands, 10 of Swords combo. That is just a rough combo. And you can feel the way that You can feel defeated. You can feel like it's too heavy. There's, again, even if I could pick myself up, even if I could resurrect myself, what then? There's that spark is missing, that desire, that passion, that drive is missing. In the Queen of Wands week, it comes roaring back. It comes roaring back. You might notice yourself angry this week. You might notice yourself feeling very passionate this week. You might notice yourself getting really turned on or seeing an object of your desire come into focus. You might feel really excited about a creative project or passionate about a community event or standing up for what you believe in. You might find yourself blurting things out that you maybe didn't plan to say it just that way or didn't mean to say it just now. Maybe you meant to be more measured about it. And the Queen of Wands is like pushing it up and out. So she's a lot of fun. A Queen of Wands week is a lot of fun. Is it a little chaotic, a little fiery, a little unstable? Yes, yes. And there's something about that feels like maybe we could all use a little bit of that. I think on the world stage, we don't need more of that, but in our individual psyches, we do need more of that. And so there's some interesting thing about watching how crushed individuals feel and how chaotic the global community feels. Those two things are in opposition right now. And so there's something about the Queen of Wands that's like a reclaiming of my fire, reclaiming of my agency, reclaiming of my authority, and just this passion of like, I'm not dead yet, dude. I'm not dead yet. So we love the Queen of Wands because she wakes us up and she turns us on and she inspires us. And because we know exactly what we get with her. There is no hidden agenda. There's no passive aggressive. There's no mysterious silence with the Queen of Wands. Like the Queen of Wands is here. She knows exactly why she's here. She knows exactly what she wants to say, and she's not afraid to say it. Again, can she be disruptive? Yes. Again, might we all use a little healthy disruption right now? I pulled a card just to get some texture around her, and I pulled the Seven of Swords, which is really the card of dishonesty, treachery, keeping some cards close to your vest, not really saying the whole truth. And it came in reversed. And so it's just this energy of something might be said this week, something might get blurted out. But there's a larger sensation of like you get up off the mat, like in a boxing match when they're like, 3, 4, 5, and you're like around 6 or 7. Hey, 6, 7. Around 6, 7, you kind of pull yourself off the mat and you're like, hold on. I've still got some fight left in me. The round's not over yet. The bell hasn't rung yet. I'm going to kind of stagger to my feet and keep going. There's something like that. So there feels like this resurrection quality. It feels like there's a little bit of messiness. It's a little unstable and it's a little chaotic in a good way, like chaotic in a fun way. I think of my friend who like will talk to anyone. And sometimes you end up in these situations or conversations that you're like, how did we get here? But there's also a fun and a magic and a playfulness to that. That's here with the Queen of Wands. So I'm going to keep this short and sweet because I owe you guys a March full length podcast and I have limited time. This week is like my sense of time right now. I was in yoga after Hummingbird Tuesday, I guess that was. And Gemma would be like, put your left foot by your right hand. And I literally my brain was like, what? And I have to stand up and look around the room and figure out what's going on. I literally forgot how to be human for a little while. Hey, Hummingbird. There's a lot happening, so I need to make sure I have energy for that. And I think that's all we need to know. There's some fire. There's some confidence in your fire. There's some mastery around fire. And there's some interest in lighting things up a little bit. Interest in saying the evocative thing or the provocative thing. There's interest in being a little bit messy and just kind of noticing what happens. A little beautiful oops energy. Do you guys ever hear that from your kids in art class? I think Miss Gates used to say that to my children. Like you'd make a mistake on the page and like, oh my God, I ruined it. And she'd be like, no, it's a beautiful oops. We're going to work around it. There's a little bit of a beautiful oops energy here. Something might get said or presented or offered that's, oh, what? I didn't see that coming in the best way. It's going to, feel light, feel enlivening, feel energizing, feel like life and messy life, but life all the same. Okay, I hope that was helpful. I love you guys. I love you out there. And springtime's coming. All my weeping cherries are the first thing to bloom in my garden. And they all, if you look at them, they look like someone kind of washed them in pink. You can see the hint of pink, like the highlight of pink around the edges. So I know spring is coming and I'm so here for it. Happy Queen of Wands week. May you ride the beautiful comet of life this week without worrying so much about the mess you make or the impact you have. May you be a little more free this week. Bye.